I'm Kim Gable from KDKA TV News, and this is your KDKA News Now update. The Pittsburgh Public School Board is set to vote this week on a plan that has a lot of families and advocates concerned. It's listed on the agenda as a facilities utilization plan, but a grassroots organization tells KDKA's Mamie Ba it ultimately means school closures.
412 Justice believes the resolution should be taken off the table. They say it wasn't provided to the public early enough before the public comment. The district said it was shared on Friday. They tell me they did not violate the Sunshine Law.
Disrespected, confused, humiliated, and alarmed.
That's the title of this open letter sent to members of the Pittsburgh Public School Board and the superintendent.
Letting them know that we are not in support of this resolution. We're asking them to not vote for the resolution on Wednesday.
If passed, the school board would direct the administration to develop recommendations on a facilities utilization plan. 412 Justice and Education Rights Network tell me the district reached out to them and others in November to put a framework in place for community input.
They use words like consolidation. They don't just say, come out and say school closure, but we know what that means.
There is a public comment session tonight. Then the school board is expected to vote on the resolution on Wednesday. Educational advocates believe it undermines all the work they've done.
We're under the impression that the transparency that was supposed to take place has been null and void. So we're feeling that we've been duped, we've been lied to, and we're not being respected as organizers in the work that we do.
I reached out to the district to request an interview with the superintendent to discuss the facilities utilization plan. A spokesperson said they do not discuss board resolutions in advance of a board vote. 412 Justice and Education Rights Network tell me 8 to 10 schools could be impacted. Reporting in Oakland, Mamie Ba, KDKA TV News.
A former UPMC nurse is suing UPMC in a case she hopes will ultimately include all nurses who work there. As KDKA Money editor John Delano explains, the suit claims UPMC is stifling wages and reducing health care services.
The accusation is straightforward. By acquiring 28 healthcare systems over at least 2 decades, UPMC has become a monopoly, eliminating competition so they can dictate wage scales and cut healthcare services.
UPMC has a monopoly in Western Pennsylvania, where through their acquisitions, they control the market. With that monopoly, UPMC is depressing the wages and decreasing the market.
Daniel Levin is the attorney for Victoria Ross, a former UPMC nurse who filed an antitrust class action lawsuit against UPMC, alleging that through its monopoly, UPMC has closed 4 hospitals, downsized 3 other hospitals, and eliminated 1,800 full and part-time jobs as it cut services.
These allegations are more systematic, obviously, in rural and smaller communities because they have less competition. I think in Pittsburgh, we allege that they control an excess of 50% of the market, but then you go to some of the smaller communities, it's upwards around 90% of the market.
A spokesperson for UPMC refuted these claims, first noting that UPMC offers high-paying jobs with good benefits, stating, quote, "There are no other employers of size and scope in the regions we serve that provide as good-paying jobs at every level with excellent benefits than UPMC," adding, "UPMC is moving to $18 per hour for our non-union workforce by 2025. This is the highest entry level of any healthcare provider in the state," noting UPMC was the first system in Pennsylvania to offer paid parental leave, and we offer assistance for child and senior care services, unquote. As for hospital closures like Braddock Hospital, UPMC insists that results because those hospitals lose customers. Attorney Levin says through discovery, the plaintiffs will be able to find out the true story of what's happening at UPMC.
And because they control the market, they're able to limit the opportunities for nurses and decrease their wages and work environment.
UPMC attorneys have not yet responded officially to this 44-page federal court complaint. John Delano, KDKA TV News.
And now here's First Alert meteorologist Petelin with a look at your weather for the week ahead.
Yes, it's warming up. Yeah, I know a lot of people love the warm weather, but when you have warm air moving into a situation like we've had, where we have a good snowpack on the ground still, where our temperatures have been below freezing for 9 days, now we have some warmer air trying to build in, and while that warm air is able to ride over that little cold pool of air we're sitting in, rain is going to fall into that, and once that rain hits the surfaces that are untreated and below freezing, you get an icy glaze, and that's the concern we have for tomorrow. That's why you're probably seeing some winter weather advisories from Washington County, Westmoreland County, Indiana County, northward. This is most everyone from I-70 up north. We're going to see the large focus of this precipitation likely around I-80, and some of that moving in as early as 2-3 a.m. We'll see that overspread areas up to the north, but a little bit of that moisture could try to push into Pittsburgh as well as a freezing rain setup, and then transition to just rain for the afternoon. We're going to get widespread rain for the next several days, but it's the freezing rain potential for tomorrow that gives us that first alert weather day and what we're concerned about. And you'll notice that most of the ice will accrete or accumulate up north. Route 422 and northward, that's where we have the best shots for that to happen. Although, what we have the potential to see is a little of that drizzle and a little of that rain trying to work more to the south than what this model is suggesting. And that's why the National Weather Service has included areas as far south as Washington and Westmoreland and Indiana counties in that winter weather advisory. So just take it easy tomorrow, because it does not take much ice to cause big problems. So we have current temperatures low to mid 30s in most cases, so we're just above freezing. But what's going to happen tonight is our temperatures are going to fall down to about 29, 30 degrees in most spots, and that is cold enough with rain falling into temperatures like that where you get that icy glaze setup. So make sure you look at what you're stepping out to tomorrow morning and just take it easy. Untreated surfaces could be very slick where this freezing rain and freezing drizzle sets up. Mostly cloudy skies are on tap for tonight. Later tonight, towards morning, we're going to see that freezing rain starting to inch in. We get down to the upper 20s. That is a concern. Through the morning, there is that freezing rain potential, but during the afternoon, this is primarily going to be just rain, and we're going to keep those waves of rain coming in over the next several days. We're going to melt that snow that's outside your door, with temperatures topping off in the mid-50s Thursday and Friday. From there, we'll start to see those temperatures fall back off, with some cooler temperatures winning out by Monday of next week.
That's the news for now. Have a great day.